you feel like you're seeking out that genetic superiority.
Yeah, Arabic ancestry. You know what I mean.
But yeah, no, I was surprised with how much actual Flash shit they got into the movie.
That's good.
Well, anyways, welcome to Modular Components, everybody. It's a bit of a slow night here. We're two men down, but we're two men in town, and one of those men is myself. Hi, I'm the Vacuuminator, and the other one is Boingo Rider.
Hello, I am Boingen.
Are you boinging?
Yeah.
Are you riding?
Sort of.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I really didn't come with much of a plan of what to talk about tonight. I figured Buster might want to fight with me about the Flash, but Buster's doing a thing, so I don't know. What did you do today, Boingo?
Not much. I didn't. I edited some video.
How's that thing coming?
That project that I sent the script over to basically say like, hey, that's good.
Yeah.
It hasn't been recorded yet because little sister came back home for the weekend, so been dealing with that and just hadn't had the time that I could just sit down and record it.
You guys go out and do anything as a family?
No, it's just gonna be mostly like cooking dinner, cooking the homemade meals.
That's cool.
She doesn't get to she doesn't know how to make herself. Or it's too complex, not complex, just annoying to make.
She knows the way of the Hot Pocket and not much else as a college student, I'm guessing.
No, she tends to cook from what I hear. It's just more of like it's making crunchy pork chops.
Ooh.
Or like it's because I've just been I've been the person cooking for like years now. Like this is that's my familial job. So like burgers the way I make them, kind of thing.
That's fair. We bought like a huge thing of chicken from a farm recently, so I've been doing a lot of chicken grilling lately, and probably will be for another month at least. But that's not bad. Chicken's good. Chicken's tasty.
Oh yeah,
it's good for you. Get all that protein.
No, it's just been kind of it's not a bad day. It's just more of like, it's a day. It's a week.
It is a period of time in which I exist. I am alive.
Time existing. Who has time for that?
I don't know. I was having a bit of a bummer one this week for a long time. We did not have a very successful time rounding up the cats. And then that just kind of put me on a bit of a spiral for a few days. But then I did the old Rika Jigger to schedule and hit the gym, and that has helped out my self-esteem a whole lot, you know? Don't be afraid to shake things up if you're in a rut, folks.
Oh yeah. No, speaking of shaking things up on a rut, like I just realized I needed to completely rethink my the vibe that I was doing with my streaming. So it's just like, you know what? I'm not streaming for like unless it's like a collab with someone. I'm not streaming for a couple weeks, and then just come back swinging with some neat ideas. You know?
All right. Yeah, that's good that you took a little bit of a conscious break.
Yeah, it's the idea of just playing the same game. And it's the I want to play a game, I don't know what. And the idea of streaming the same game over again is just making me not want to play it.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. It's a complicated weirdness of gross.
Yeah, and I mean that's the thing with anyone to me as a viewer is I don't really get into watching game streams live because I'm mostly interested in like narrative action games, and I want to be able to follow the story along with you, and I can't do that if I'm just bumming in and out of a stream. And a lot more grindy games, which is the stuff you tend to play sometimes, doesn't really catch my interest all that much. So if I'm coming to watch you, it's because you're my buddy and I want to give you some support, and there's really no reason for me to go watch anybody else. So like the streams you do tend that get me interested is usually like those off the wall things, like the slideshows or the contests.
Yeah, and it's just I get it's just I tend to push it off to thinking about it until like the last minute, and then it's just like, oh, I don't have an idea of what I would want to do for that. Let me just put in the games I've been playing, and so it just becomes boring and monotonous. So like when I try to make a schedule, so it's just like, you know.
Yeah.
But, like taking the conscious moment to step away and think about like, okay, what am I doing? I already got something cool planned already. By the time y'all are listening to this stream is already done, and there's probably a lot of it on my Twitch channel.
What Twitch channel is that? Hello? Methinks Boingo's internet might have given out. My internet appears fine. Yep. Boingo, Boingo lost power. He has just messaged me. How wonderful. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, so no, I just lost power.
Like, completely?
No, not completely. It was like a quick little in and out, but the internet died because of it. So it's trying to reconnect. So you get this shoddy quality for a few moments.
Nice. We get phone go.
Yeah. No, that's what I was saying. By the time this podcast is out, the stream will have already been done and the VOD is up and you can watch it on my Twitch channel. Me and Demi, Devious Dimitri Lupon, good friend of we're going to be rating all the platform mascots. So like Mario, Sonic, Crash Bandicoot.
All right. That's legit.
Yeah. And it's just like, okay, that's an idea. And I'm planning on like trying to get another plan off the ground more so than it is, because it's just it would be a stream involving 3 people and I've only talked to one other person about it, or making more of the slideshows or making things. It's just like, all right, cool. I have just gotten to a habit of doing backup stuff for Twitch streams, and I want to get back to doing the big things.
You gotta make them splashes.
Yeah, but it's just take a week or two, step away, maybe do more art on stream, make some plans on what I want to do with art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've got a fairly big splash coming up, but they don't know too much about that yet. That's just between you and me.
Yep.
But I've hinted at it in places, so I don't mind saying like, hey folks, youtube.com/thevacuminator, July. Oh boy. Ooh,
teaser. Gotta tease them nipples.
Yeah, it's gonna be a time. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
The other thing I'll say though is, did you remember the Tycoon and Shinobi special comes out tomorrow? Hello, Boingo. Hello. The audio quality suddenly got a lot better.
My microphone quality has improved.
Hey. Did you just like quick switch to the computer?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Did you hear my question?
What was your question?
Did you forget that the Tycoon and Shinobi special comes out tomorrow?
Oh yeah, I haven't even done the Punk Jack episode yet, so I need to work on that.
Oh boy.
Hey.
You're going to get that out, and all the comments are going to be, this is cool. Where's your thoughts on the Tycoon special? Isn't he your special boy?
Yeah. It's just all over.
Mm-hmm. You got that horrible ketchup disease that happens when you get too deep into a tokusatsu.
It's also just like, I've watched the Punk Jack episode.
Mm-hmm.
It's just haven't made the notes yet.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the thing. Need to make the notes. Need to take the screenshots.
Hashtag do the work.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? It's not gonna be out in a bit. It's already up on the cat site.
Ooh, fuck.
Yeah.
It means I gotta watch it for TWIT tomorrow, probably. Assuming subgroups move as fast as they have been.
Yeah. For Kamen Rider, it's been really fast. It's been like a couple hours.
Mm-hmm. That tends to happen. The speed of the subgroups usually depends on the popularity of the series.
Yeah.
Like, I remember back during Gaim, there were a couple weeks there where Acer would have to show up within like 4 hours.
Yeah. And it's seeming like a lot of people aren't super hype on King-Ohger. They really like the characters, just not necessarily the show.
It's the typical thing that happens with Sentai. People get really excited during the lead up because it seems really fresh and new and exciting. And then when they get more than 5 episodes in and they realize, like, oh, this is a Super Sentai just like any other, they start to check out.
I mean, they haven't done that with Dawn Bros and the one before it, did they?
They did that with Zenkaiger, definitely. Dawn Bros less so, but that's just because it every week was like a new level of insanity because in a way. Whereas despite production stuff, I'd say King-Ohger story structure wise does feel pretty back to basics. Oh my god. The man's internet cut out again.
On the back end of earbuds again. Hello?
This is the part of the show where Vac just sits here and eats trail mix.
But why are you when I'm here?
Oh my god, he's back.
God damn it, the minute I get it all set up so I can go from my phone, the internet connects back up on my computer.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ. Let me finish my thought before I just immediately give it a second to see if it's in the clear. But wasn't Dawn Brothers and the one right before it like really popular?
Yeah, Zenkaiger, I would say, was much more like, it felt, even to me, it felt pretty samey by the midpoint. But hardcore Sentai fans really enjoyed it. Dawn Bros was popular every week just because people were tuning in to see what new batshit insane thing Inoue would put in the show. And it was fairly entertaining for that, but I wouldn't call it like, you know, it was a different kind of interest than you expect people to get with like a popular Kamen Rider show.
Oh. You're much more tuned in to the general Toku fans of the internet, because I just developed my own little internal circle where we're just talking about themes and metaphors. How is it being perceived by the general fandom?
It's not the most popular show, but it seems to be more popular than Revice, more well-liked than Revice, and the people who do really like it do really like it.
So it's probably going to be more like dry.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it's
well,
not,
honestly, I don't see many people talking about Drive anymore these days, or if they do, they're kind of like being backhanded about it. A lot of people these days seem to not care for Drive, primarily because it's a show about a policeman. And I'm just like, folks, come on.
Here's the thing. It's not, I can understand it as like pure propaganda, but it's not. It actually critiques Japanese policing often.
Mm-hmm.
Which is also a different set of problems than American policing, you know?
Yep. But I think it's also, now we have Black Sun, which goes in much harder on that stuff.
Yeah. That's a show made for adults. It's
but
almost as if
adult fans are incapable of understanding that. They just go, oh, well, I watch it, so it should make sense for me. We watch these Japanese shows because they're darker and more serious than American shows, right, guys?
No, you watch it because you like watching the fucking wires and buying toys.
Mm-hmm.
If you really wanted dark Japanese shows, you'd be reading Berserk.
Yeah. Kamen Rider is the Super Weenie Hut Juniors compared to the salty spittoon that is Berserk.
You'd be reading Berserk, you'd be talking about Diver. And
I say that as somebody who has like a fucking membership card to the Super Weenie Hut Juniors and is proud of it.
I was about to say maybe Geeks is more like X8, but I think X8 is kind of like a fan favorite. A lot of people like X8.
Yeah, I see it brought up every once in a while now. It's not It's not as well remembered as I would think it would be, but it was crazy popular back in the day, and it seems like people are still generally positive on it. You know, people always get excited for Dan the Man to come back.
Yeah.
And he seems to get excited to come back, so that's good for everybody.
Like, I can't think of, like, the only ones I would go, like, oh, these are always constantly kind of in the conversation. And it's just mainly because they're the easiest entry points is Double and Forze. Like, those always seem to be the easy, like, oh, you want to try Kamen Rider? Watch one of these three.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like comedy? Here's Forze. Do you like gay boys? Here's O's. Do you like mysteries and also gay boys? Here's Double.
O's really do be the poor man's double.
And then you have like the next layer of like, okay, you want something different? Okay, here's Xaid. Here's
You want something more serious? Check out Pfizer Kuga.
Yeah.
You wanna get into the old shit? Go watch Black.
You wanna keep on the comedy train? Watch Deno.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just from the brief, we're just not talking about Tokusatsu. Hey, welcome to your second episode of This Week at Tokyo, everybody.
Yeah, welcome to the first ever TWIT.5.
Just from the little bit I saw in the Revice Geeks movie, Revice seems to be like, hey, let's try and recapture the Deno magic.
It is, but it also has like some really good pathos in it, and then it has some really bad pathos in it.
No,
Like go ahead.
No.
Okay. Like all the stuff with Sakura and Hana and Tamaki, great. Most of the stuff with George, pretty cool. Hirami, fucking the other over demons guy, they suck. Put them in a closet. And fucking I'm still upset over Daiji because he could have been like one of the best characters in Kamen Rider to me, and they just consistently fumbled him all throughout.
I don't know who any of the I can't place the characters in the name, but I'm going to take your word for it.
Mm-hmm.
So what I was about to say is like you read the script for the upcoming video I'm planning on that movie. How would you say I got the themes of Revice?
I'd say you definitely got it down. Like that's a good understanding of it all there. It's I don't know, I don't want to spoil your videos, so like
It's fine. I get it. We'll talk more about this. We'll talk shop after the podcast.
yeah, you understood the assignment.
Yeah. I'm just proud of like, okay, cool. I got that close having never watched a single episode of it.
I mean, it also helps that like that segment of the movie was a pretty good encapsulation of the good stuff about Revice with a couple of the yikes bits.
Was the yikes bit the puppet? Because boy, that puppet.
That fucking puppet, Jesus Christ, man! There's nothing quite like that in Revice, but that definitely was evocative of some of Revice's more awkward shit.
We're just doing a brief review of the movie. I love how all the Geach writers just looked at it and was just like, all right, cool, we're not thinking about this. We're just gonna do our job.
This is just another fucking day, whatever. At least it's not a Jamato looking like that.
It's the complete no selling of any of their comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just like, yeah, that's Geach. That's the Geach crew in general. Was like,
I love how I forget what character it is, but the one character who looks into Tycoon's soul and is like, "Let's see what your devil looks like," and his devil's just a good boy like him, and they're like, "Ah, that's fucking weird." Moving on.
just a good boy like him, just brooding. He's Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, yeah, Geach has just been real good.
Yeah, it's had some not great episodes, but like, I would not say it's had a bad episode. Whereas Revice, there were like stretches of Revice where Buster and I were friggin' going, "Why are we still watching this?"
Yeah, it's just a lot of things. I think that's the thing is a lot of people said like, oh, these shows are in like a formulaic rut. Like I saw that with Sentai, and it's like, oh, Zenkaiger and Dawn Brothers like really changed it up and shook it up and everything.
That's true, but people also were saying Sentai was in a rut like every 2 years for decades before that. It was just a lot of people didn't care for the Sentai format and didn't know how to properly express that. And then it got to a fever pitch, and Toei was like, maybe we should do something about this.
Yeah. But here's the thing, I would say, Kamen Rider, if you're not paying attention, can feel like that, just because the formula has been the same. It's just it is the same formula. It's just changed like one little bit. And
Yeah.
it feels like the most change they've done for a formula given a season.
I mean, Kamen Rider has always really had two formulas. It has the base formula of the original Ishinomori concept, and then it has the Bandai toy model formula, which gets slightly updated each year. Where they just add more and more shit you got to promote each year.
You're either making a classic Kamen Rider show, or you're remaking Ryuki.
Mm-hmm. And but for all those shows, there's always the base concept from way back in the day of Ishinomori going like, this is a guy who got turned into something that could have been used for extreme evil, and instead is choosing to fight against the people who gave him that power for good.
You know what? That's the thing I think Kamen Rider Geeks does, but I don't think it hasn't felt like any other Kamen Riders really tapped into.
Yeah, because there's a proper journey to it.
These powers were something bad. The DGP is we've seen it through the show. Spoilers for anybody who hasn't been watching Kamen Rider.
Mm-hmm.
But no, the DGP's bad, and that's where all the powers come from. And it's they're subverting the whole thing. It's just Drive doesn't feel like that. Drive is good. I like Drive, but
Drive, you kind of have to look for it. And I mean, it is laid out for you in one episode, but it's not explicit. There's not every episode, oh, remember that Krim made the Roid Mudes? No, it's you get one or two big episodes where that's something they talk about.
But X-Aid, that's in every single episode. The virus is causing this harm to humanity, and the virus is what helps us be common.
Mm-hmm. They can only transform because they've been, what's the term? Inoculated, yes.
And for all the shit we give Gaiam, that's exactly the premise. It's this is forbidden fruit that can cause destruction or powers.
Mm-hmm.
But 01, I watched the first episode of that. The progress keys are just a thing. It doesn't feel like it could have been this was meant for evil and they're using it for good. It just felt like this was a thing that just exists.
That's another one where it's kind of hidden, because it's the Humagears are being turned evil by a program that was made to interact with them and help guide them. And it was all made by the same guy. And when that started going bad, he made the Progrise keys and rider systems as a reaction to that.
Yeah, but
it's much more complex.
Right. That doesn't feel right, because I think the powers should come from the evil place, and then just the power of heroism subverts it.
Mm-hmm. And that's one reason why I find Ghost so frustrating is it's Kamen Rider Ghost. It's about it's about a fucking spooky man fighting for justice. Or it should be. Instead, it's about all these very esoteric Buddhist concepts and a guy ignoring the fact that he's dead and being happy, and then characters spouting generic platitudes about the nature of humanity's infinite potential.
Yeah. It's definitely it felt more like if you are looking for one thing, you're not going to get it out of the Ghost. If you just go into Ghost going all right, what you got for me, you're probably liking it a little bit more.
Probably. Though it doesn't help that, in all of his early pre-show appearances, they very much played Ghost, because they almost always play the writers very different in their initial appearances. They play Ghost as very much this kind of spooky trickster man, and then he's just not that at all.
No. Eventually, we did get the trickstery guy with Geek.
Mm-hmm.
I think Geeks has just been really good. He's a good main character.
Yeah. Makes me wish I liked his suit a little more, because it's not a bad suit, it just doesn't pop off for me. So I haven't been tempted by the figure arts yet.
The base suit.
Mm-hmm. I will say his final form, because you don't listen to TWIT, so you haven't heard me say this. His final form, best final form in all of Reiwa.
Oh, yeah, it feels clean. It feels coherent.
The only thing it works for the suit, but I'm a little worried about, like, okay, Bandai, how you gonna handle that cape in figure arts?
Ooh, yeah. I can see what they do. It's because realistically, if you look at the cape, it's 3 capes that are like have 3 bits at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
So you do you do 2 back end bits. One of them is flowing, one of them isn't, and you just kind of I can see them molding it.
Yeah, though that's not what I'd want. I would really want like a elaborate wired cloth cape, and I think you're probably gonna have to go to like SHF upgrade for something like that.
Yeah.
Did you see they fucking SHF upgrade announced they're gonna be selling thumbs up hands for the Shin Kamen Rider figure arts? Because that's a thing in the movie, and for some reason they didn't pack those in with the figure arts. There's a big scene where one of them gives the other the thumbs up. I forget who. I need to see Shin Kamen Rider again. I need to see it. Oh my god, I desperately, now that I've seen Shin Kamen Rider, want to do a fucking Shin binge watch marathon. Like, just get the boys, get a nice big screen, get some snacks, and just say, this Saturday, Sunday, we are all clearing our schedules to watch Shin Godzilla, Shin Ultraman, Shin Kamen Rider together.
Oh, you're not also gonna do Evangelion?
I do not have the fucking time for that.
Because
aren't there like 4 of those?
Yeah, the rebuilds.
Yeah, like if that's if we're just doing the rebuilds. We're not also doing the original show because they're both technically in the same timeline, from what I understand.
Okay, now here's the thing. I am a total Ava novice, so don't quote me on anything that I'm about to say. I believe what happens is Ava, the anime, TV anime happens. Then, because of what happens at the end of Ava, they get kind of put into a time loop where the next thing that happens is the first movie, which is the one where it gets all very dark and depressing. And then all the weirdo spin-off material, I wouldn't say spin-off, but like other versions of Evangelion happen, and they keep repeating the loop, and then the rebuilds happen, and that's when they're finally able to close the loop by acknowledging the trauma that everyone's went through and able to grow from that. I think that is the point of Evangelion.
Okay. But like I was saying, like if you fucking lump those in, then you're at the point where you're doing like a Lord of the Rings extended edition marathon, and no thank you.
Yeah.
That's another Band-Aid I gotta rip off at some point soon. I gotta just fucking sit down and watch those movies, because I'm never gonna finish those books. That's just not happening at this point.
I want to read more. It's just the brainworms and
it's also like the book has to be really entertaining for me anymore, because like I don't know, I paid a lot of attention to the first 2 Dune books, but now I'm on like book 5, and
I imagine by that time it just runs together.
Yeah, it's just in one ear out the other. Like I'm halfway through book 5, and normally I would just listen to a book straight through at work, and I like stopped it halfway through a shift, and I just haven't gone back to it, and it's been like a week and a half.
Yeah, I can understand that. I can vibe with that.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, like, there's technically like 15 fucking Dune books, but there's only like 6 or 7 that are written by the original guy. So I'm gonna stop when I get to that point.
Yeah.
But for now, I think books and I are on a break. Comics, though. Ooh, the comic train don't stop for nobody. I bought a big trade of Batman Elseworlds at the discount store recently.
You know, it's a lot of fucking entertainment we gotta fucking put ourselves through for other people's entertainment.
Yeah, it is weird. I do think about it sometimes of like, why are we doing this, man?
Because we eventually want to be the big YouTubers who can actually do more than that, you know?
Uh-huh. It is all a means to the end. The ultimate end of 13 million subscribers, BB. I don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes you wish. Sometimes you wish you had all the money in the world so you can just jumpstart the project. Just start doing the big thing. You know. Sometimes you just want to start doing the big thing.
Yeah. I want to be the big boy who can make the big boy projects and doesn't have to worry about money.
Yeah.
Which is all anybody really wants.
Just give me the money, give me the capital, and we'll start making cool stuff.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if we had the money that we didn't have to worry about consequences for these things, either you and Cody would be in South Carolina right now, or I would be in Florida.
At this point in time, I don't think any of us want to be in Florida.
Yeah.
We'll find a place, do all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, I am constantly keeping my head on a swivel up here of just like, well, that's a cool building that it doesn't look like anybody's using. Wonder how much it costs to rent.
Yo, just on the idea of like businessy stuff, I had an idea for the name of an arcade.
Okay.
Dead Man's Cave.
I didn't quite get that.
Dead Man's Cave. Like Dead Man's Cave.
Yeah, that's fun.
Like a skeleton punched over an arcade cabinet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything's coming up Bones.
Mr. Bones.
Mr. Bones and me, we're spooky skeletons.
That sounds like a Beatles song.
It's Counting Crows, Mr. Jones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've heard any Counting Crows, though the name sounds familiar.
They were like a folky alt band in the 90s. They did one of the songs in Shrek 2.
Okay, then I've probably heard it.
It's a song in the early montage with Shrek and Fiona.
Is that Accidentally in Love?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I used to really like that song, actually. When I was like 7.
Oh my god, you were 7?
I don't know. When did Shrek 2 come out? Let's look on the internet.
I don't know.
Shrek 2 was 2004. Yeah, I would have been 7. Shit. It's weird to think about.
Yeah.
I do remember like 0405 was when I started being conscious of things like what year it was.
Oh, like my memory's so piss poor, I don't know.
Because I remember back in the day, like checking TV Guide or like, did you ever have DirecTV back in the day?
No, when I was a kid, I had Dish. I didn't get Direct till I was like well into high school.
Okay. Well, you know, on like DirecTV, you go in the guide, the channel guide, and there would be like little information blurbs on whatever show you were hovering over.
Yeah.
It would say what year the show was from. So I remember like 04, 05, there were times where I would like go to look at what the show was about before I clicked on it, or I would be watching a show and I'd be like, this show is really cool. I've never seen it before. What's the deal with it? And I'd look and I see, I very specifically, I've kind of jogged this memory now talking about this. I have a memory of being 3 episodes into my first time watching Marvin Mystery and looking at the DirecTV guide and being like, this show came out in 2002. I was alive back then. How come I didn't see it when it was new? And it's like, buddy, you were like 5. You probably didn't even have DirecTV yet, or whatever channel this is on.
Man, Martin Mystery. That's the fucking Totally Spies spinoff, ain't it?
Is it?
No, they had a crossover. That's what they had.
So it was another like French show from the same studio?
Yeah.
Man. Maybe I should do a rewatch of some more of those French cartoons from when we were kids. Because, like, I've rewatched Code Lyoko multiple times. But I really have not... I don't think I've ever even seen Totally Spies or Martin Mystery in proper order. So, definitely
like
do for a rewatch on those.
It's not like they had a super ton of, like, continuity between episodes.
Oh, yeah, but it would just be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where is Total Spies streaming? Oh, it's on the Netflix.
Oh my god, Netflix?
Mm-hmm. It's on Oh, it's on a lot of shit, actually. Okay, what about Martin Mystery, then? Or Marvin Mystery. Oh, it is Marvin Mystery. Oh, that's only on Prime Video. Sorry, nobody cares about you. You aren't part of the American pop culture zeitgeist.
Oh, Jesus.
What about him?
He is a person that is prominent within the culture of the world.
You know, I've heard his book is in every hotel. Where do you pay to get that kind of promotion?
I don't know. Sometimes life and the days can just do things to you, bud.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you just gotta go, well, it's all fucked, isn't it?
Yeah, sometimes you just look at the world and you can go like, shit, motherfucking, goddamn.
Pawtucket.
Sometimes you just gotta look the world in the mouth and just go like, damn, your breath is stinky.
Mm-hmm. So, like, that does bring up an interesting question. Do you think Jesus has ever gotten in trouble for saying "God damn it"?
No, because I don't think the idea of cursing translates into contemporary understandings of cursing.
It's almost like the Bible is fairly outdated.
Yeah. It also doesn't help that the translation most people fucking know was a translation purposely done to achieve certain political attitudes in the time that it was made.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you listen to like actual rabbis talk about the ancient Hebrew text of the Torah, which is then through different versions I wouldn't say becomes, but also shares many books with the Christian Old Testament. And they're like, yeah, no, modern Christians completely misunderstand a lot of that shit. Like, that's not what that meant at all. Here's the original Hebrew. This is what it means. Oh.
And then Christians are like, well, you're just confused. You just had a different guy. It's fine. Like, you don't even believe in Jesus. What?
Yeah. I don't think we should dive any further into that topic unless we get into some
Unless we actually get some comments going.
unless we get some weeds.
Mm-hmm.
Would Jesus smoke weed?
I think he would. I think Jesus would be down with the stoners.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing that always, like, keeps Jesus appealing to you as a teen is the narrative of, like, well, he was the guy who was not afraid to get down with the lowlifes and be nice to them in order for spreading the good word.
How's that? It's been a good few months. How's that computer handling for you?
It's doing okay. It's starting to chug a little bit on some like more intense edits, but it's still operating pretty good. I mean, I haven't played like a AAA video game on it in a couple months, so
How many gigs of RAM did you get when you rebuilt it?
I want to say 6.
Well, you could always upgrade your RAM.
I could.
And it wouldn't be like it may just not even be that much. Hold on, because I've been just going like, oh man, I really want new Compooper.
I'm not doing it for you anymore.
I can't play Street Fighter 6.
Mm.
That's the thing I want. I want to play Street Fighter 6. And plus, it does. I wouldn't say chugs. It has a hard time handling edit. Not hard time. It is showing its age when editing video.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah. Also, you just reminded me the fucking AEW game comes out in a couple weeks.
Yeah. Like just real fucking quick. Boop. This is 32 gigabytes of RAM for $100.
Mm.
So like simple little upgrade.
Yeah, simple little boosty.
As long as you put the RAM in the right places.
Yeah.
Is your RAM currently in the right place?
I think so.
Second and the fourth slot is usually where it is.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
I mean, I could be wrong about that. I haven't looked under the hood in quite a while, so
that's fair.
It is due for a dusting. That
Yeah.
did remind me of that. Probably get that done maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see what's going on tomorrow.
Goddamn. No. And like the PC of kind of, I wouldn't say that it's kind of like in the this is the plan, this is what I would like. Here is the one that's on throne for people to be able to help me get to one day is about $1,500, $1,600.
Mm.
So it's a price a little bugger, but it's also an actual power case and everything, so it could be upgraded over time, like your guy, like getting $100 of RAM in a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, if you would like to help, go donate money on Boingo's Throne to new PC,
Mm. Yes. Give money.
and I can play Street Fighter 6,
Mhm.
maybe on stream.
Yeah. I would like for Boingo to have money. I would like to do AEW game streams when that comes out. We should do that together.
Yeah, the AEW game seems like it'd be enough that I could take down the settings and maybe we can stream it.
Mm.
Yeah. So it all depends. Also getting what's the word I'm looking for? Getting actual video essays that will probably help some. Getting eyes on your stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Especially with the video project that's in the works on my end.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Boy-oh. Did I try and listen to James Gunn on the Rosenbaum podcast for No Prize Tomorrow?
Aaron, if you want.
I don't know.
I'm
I would
putting a
like
good
to
ahead.
eventually, but it doesn't feel very high priority to me, you know?
Yeah.
It seems like the big thing that comes out of that is he said he liked Michael Rosenbaum's Lex Luthor, and Michael Rosenbaum made a snide comment about Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor and said, like, hey, please don't make whatever Lex comes next be like that. And James was like, sure thing, buddy. And people took that to be like, James Gunn condemns Zack Snyder's Lex Luthor.
When I bet it's much more of one guy who's very passionate about a role he has very strong feelings, and his friend is like, yeah, whatever.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, we know Lex is going to be in Superman Legacy, and I'm sure James has very specific feelings and interpretations of Lex Luthor that aren't the Jesse Eisenberg Lex Luthor, but also, like, nobody liked Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor. Not even, like, most Snyder fanboys I talked to thought that was a great Lex Luthor.
Boy, will they defend it in order to defend those movies.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, real quick, it's been steady. I'm gonna hop back onto my good microphone.
Oh, sick. Continue playing with this fish man.
I am on my good microphone.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
It's your boy Boingo.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Boingo Ryder back here again with another exciting Gateway to Geeks.
Jesus Christ. I think that show has that video series has gotten better as I've been making them.
Oh, definitely.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I think just some of the themes I talk about is like you've brought up a couple times in the comments of like I would not have thought about that. That's
It's outside the usual purview of what I see in Tokusatsu discussion, and thus I'm encouraged to think about.
yeah. Look, I try.
Yeah. You're coming at it from your own unique Boingo Rider perspective, which is much more off the beaten path than your typical Tokusatsu fan.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to go like, yo, this story actually has meaning and substance behind it. Let's talk about it.
As any good YouTuber should.
And I've developed a little group of fans who watch every video, and we'll talk about that shit.
Yeah, you got your little group of groupies. You got your Boingo buds.
You saved it because I was about to say groupies. Oh, yeah.
No, that's what they're called. That's the official Boingo Rider subscriber name. If you subscribe to Boingo, you're a Boingo bud.
You're a Boingo bud. Welcome to the Boingo buds.
And if you pledge to his Patreon, you're a Boingo bro. Speaking
of Patreon, I'm gonna start fucking fixing that up soon.
Yeah, a good time to do it too, because they're about to remodel the way profile pages.
Oh yeah. I also just got a fucking email today. I am eligible for direct video upload to Patreon.
Oh, you too?
Yeah.
I don't really have anything that I would need to use that for, so I didn't go in on it, but it's interesting that they're rolling it out, because, you know, like, I can see it being useful to people, but there's also, like, the cynical part of my brain that goes, they're just doing this because they're trying to lure people away from YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if there's competition,
Yeah.
that's the important thing.
Mhm.
Sometimes you need competition.
People
make
going
things-
like, YouTube restricted my video because I had like 2 seconds of guys talking about war or action footage in it, and they said that was too violent. So it's Patreon exclusive now, baby.
Well, also, so thinking of like, what if I make the Patreon exclusive content of like, oh, here's some side material that anybody can,
Yeah. Here's that's like, I wouldn't say do it now because you've like established a precedence with Geats, at least, that it's all gonna be
in one place.
in one place, but like in the future you could go like, oh, this is a Toei Tokusatsu fan club special, just do a quick review of it on Patreon.
Yeah, and maybe one day just do it all on Patreon, because at some point it's just like having it weekly, I wouldn't say drained me, but it may not be great for the algorithm. Al
Gore's rhythm is pretty off these days.
Yeah.
What is Al Gore up to now? Is he just still making documentaries about how the environment is dying?
I think so.
I mean, not an unworthy use of his time, but like, if they didn't listen to you the first 20 times, my dude.
Yeah. There's just a variety of things,
As is any day in the life of a lowly YouTube underling peon like ourselves.
Yeah. I mean, I've already told you about the shameless plan of making another video about a big YouTube dude in order to hopefully get some views.
Yeah. Oh man, I gotta do that at some point. I gotta start making videos about other YouTubers, because like you and Buster do it every once in a while, and it seems to go quite well.
Yeah, I don't want to even say like I am like I'm dreading making that videos, because it's like I genuinely want to make it. It's just, oh, if I make this, I may also get cool viewers. All right, cool, let's try it.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with trying and seeing.
Yep. Oh shit.
Oh no, you dropped shit?
I just popped the head off of the toy I was messing with. And the head was in like 2 pieces, and one of the pieces went flying.
Big doof.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Alright. Well, he's getting up and doing that. I'm just gonna keep talking and subjecting you to bullshit. How is everybody? I hope you're doing good. I hope this podcast is at least somewhat enjoyable for you.
So let me show you what I'm working with here. So
yeah. Oh damn. Oh,
it's a Lightning Collection Pirantis head. He's a big fish man. So this is, camera's here, Simeon. This is the bulk of his head, and it just ball joints on to that big stem that you can see. But so his mouth, his jaw can articulate. There's a lower bit that just kind of rests on the ball stem. And so when I was tugging on his head trying to see how much I could get the jaw open, it just popped off, and the friction of it popping and this back fin hitting it just kind of sent this piece flying.
Damn. At least you acquired it.
Yeah, this is over by the bookshelves, so not too much of a climb. And if I'm not wrong, yep, just popped right back on. Gotta love Hasbro ball joints.
Yeah. I was about to say, gotta love Hasbro, but then it's just like, don't want to be too big.
Hasbro's had some yikes moments.
Don't want to be too big of a corporate shill. Not unless you're paying us.
I mean, I was just at Toy Federation today with a guy having a lengthy conversation about all the Lightning Collection QC issues, and he like doesn't know very much about Power Rangers. So like we were talking about a G.I. Joe QC issue that happened recently, and I was like, yeah, but at least it's not as bad as Lightning Collection. And he's like, what happened with Lightning Collection? And I was like, how long do you have?
Jiminy.
Yeah. But it seems like we're getting back on track. All the reports for not this current wave, which is still in the process of hitting stores, but the next wave, which has already hit overseas, say that it's like extremely good.
Well, that's good.
And I mean, there's only been a few minor things with the current wave, so.
Yeah, before it was like whole paint apps were missing, right?
Whole parts would be missing.
Mm.
Sometimes you just get the wrong figure in the box, or the figure would fall apart in your hand. It was bizarre for a while there.
Mm. I love how I say like it's a tasty snack.
Yeah. Oh, delicious broken toys.
Eat the plastic, it's going right into my tum-tum.
New action figure chunks from Hasbro cereal department.
Oh man. That's something. We get big enough, we have to have a cereal department.
Yeah. Are we gonna be one of those companies that just like has a cereal bar?
Part of me wants to go like, yeah, because it's fun to have cereal, but part of me is also like, that is the epitome of like corporate. We're
trying to be cool.
Yeah, you know. It doesn't help that like I know some of the things we're gonna do are just gonna feel like that. It's like, oh, company arcade. Yeah, of course we'll have a company arcade because we're gonna buy old broken arcade cabinets and fix them.
Yeah, we're not just gonna have a bunch of one-up machines in the corner. Oh, by the way, speaking of action figures, because this isn't worth talking about at no prize, so they showed up at my Ollie's for $10 each. So I got the 2 comic book figures from the Multiverse of Madness wave.
Hey, look at that.
Despire and your boy.
Who showed up in legitimate comics in the year 2023.
Oh my god. I might also get a Speedball too, because there's another discount store next to my Ollie's, and they have like 40 fucking Speedballs, all for $10. I think they just bought a bunch of straight cases from a Target distribution center or something.
I shared the modular clip that happened as the day of recording with Demi.
Yeah.
Because I knew it was a dumb joke they would like.
Uh-huh.
And they they gave me another response. I haven't been able to stop thinking about this video for like a solid 4 hours now.
Yeah. How's that doing in views right now? How's the incredibly outdated by the time you're listening to this stats? That's 114, and view percentage is way up.
Nice.
That's good. Also, we got a new subscriber on Modular today, so thank you to whoever that was.
Oh yeah. Can I?
What's the TikTok notes like? Well,
I don't know. We're just airing our analytical laundry right now.
Yeah. Who fucking cares? 241 on TikTok at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what our most viewed TikTok is at the moment?
What would that be?
It's a clip from this week's TWIT where I just went off on the Tokusatsu wikis.
Oh.
Yeah. Most of our clips tend to get like between 200 and 300 views. That one is sitting at 4,000 right now.
You hit a nerve.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right.
God.
Well,
Oh,
Buster
Lord.
says they're almost home. So you want to end the episode and go watch wrestling?
I mean, we've been going for at least an hour.
Yeah.
Maybe
Craig,
40 minutes of talking though, because we had some blank spots.
Craig says over an hour, so got to factor in. We were talking for like 10-15 minutes before we got the episode going.
Yeah, let's keep it. Let's
wait until Buster shows up to do the MCU Scrimblow cameo,
and then just end the podcast.
As soon as they hop in, I just start going. Fucking subscribe.
Tell the people who you are.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's what I do. Buster pops in, and I just go, "Oh, Buster, just in time to tell the people who you are."
Unless they want to have a convo, then we won't shove them in the closet.
Yeah, I mean, I know Buster had a romantic outing today, and I'm very proud of them for that. But I don't know if they'll want to talk about that on the podcast.
That may be the extent of what they want to say. Is like they had a romantic outing. You know.
Yeah. And I mean, that in and of itself is admirable in present day.
Yeah.
I haven't had a romantic outing in over a year.
What are you talking about? You sleep with your Supergirl pillow all the time.
Yeah, but that's not a romantic outing. That's just chilling in bed with the wifey. Oh, that's the other thing I forgot to fucking mention. I'm gonna eat some serious fucking crow on No Prize tomorrow because I actually really liked Sasha Calle's Supergirl.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
Yeah, you're
Buster!
Hello, Busto.
Hi, are you almost done? Or...
Hey, buddy.
Yeah?
You're just in time.
We're done?
Yeah, you're just in time. Tell the people who you are and where they can find your content.
Hi, I'm Buster Corp. I do YouTube
If you really want to talk, you can talk.
No. We can end it here. Hi, I'm Buster Corp.
We only have like 40 minutes of a podcast, my dude.
Oh
Yeah,
god, I'm gonna die.
Wait, did we end it?
No,
Okay,
it's still here.
uh,
It's not over. We have to go meet George Clooney on the courthouse steps.
God damn it. I know well, okay, what topics did you talk about? So I know what
we
is
talked
awful.
about the state of Tokusatsu discussion. We talked
Yeah.
about being YouTubers and wanting to be bigger YouTubers.
Mood.
And then we talked about wanting better computers.
We also talked about Tokusatsu and the Tokusatsu 0.5 cast.
Yeah, I'm literally going to call this episode TWIT.5.
Yeah, I mean, hey, next episode's episode 100 of this podcast.
Oh!
That's
Wait,
why
next
I want...
episode's 100?
Yes, that's why I want to come on this episode to remind you all, hey, we got to do something for 100 or...
We are doing something with 100.
Yeah, true, I know what it is. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
It rhymes with Smash It Co.
I think that's... Oh, that is. Okay. All right. Sure. Yeah. All right. That's worthy of episode 100. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, did we
I'm
talk
not
about...
gonna tell them. I'm just gonna wait until the podcast starts and then we start going like.
Mention it until I say that it's episode 100.
Will do. Okay. Also, Boygo, did you talk about the One Piece trailer for the live-action Netflix drama?
No, because this man doesn't watch One Piece and he would not give a
I'm
shit.
so proud of you for getting a legitimate Hollywood role, Buster. I can't
does it
believe
even
you're
look like
sending
me?
to the big. It does. It has the same curly hair and the same doofy smile that I love you for.
Aw, thanks, but I'm not Brazilian.
Hey, you could always try harder.
True.
You could pass like that dude playing Sokka in the Avatar show.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah, he failed. He failed like the requirements for the tribe he would be connected to.
Mm-hmm.
It's not optimal. That yeah. I mean, the One Piece Netflix looks fine. I guess I don't know.
It looks a lot better than anyone was going to give it credit for.
Yeah.
It's the same as Cowboy Bebop. It looks like really good cosplay.
I think it looks a little bit better than just cosplay. I think it does feel like a fan film, though.
Yeah, like
It
especially
feels
the
like-
Gum Gum.
That's the vibe I get from all their recent live action adaptations of animated stuff. Fucking Cowboy Bebop, this One Piece show, and the Avatar show all looks like that is a fan film that had a really good cosplay person make all their costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, to an extent, that's not a bad vibe of like, oh, it's a fan film? You mean it's made by a bunch of people who really enjoy it and are just not at the skill level to make it look like Hollywood? That's not the worst place for something like that to be in.
I like the visuals. I'm more worried about the writing, if that makes sense.
It feels like, you know what it feels like? It feels like a rough translation of Oda's original words from the manga.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't use the original Viz translation and just like translated it from the Japanese. But, like, yeah, I don't know. It's like it won't even last even if it's good or bad, it won't last a season or two, or it will last a season because it's already been filmed. But like, it won't last too many extra seasons because Netflix loves canceling shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
overall, it looks good, and you know what?
Yeah.
Whether it's great or not, I'm happy it exists because it looks like the people involved were really
Having
excited
fun.
making it. Yeah.
Yeah. And it will be nice for YouTubers to get a paycheck, whether it's good or bad.
And like some
You
of
mean
the
sponsorships?
No, I mean just like
about it.
talking about. Yeah,
Oh.
Netflix adaptations,
Oh,
good
man,
or
I
bad.
can't wait for the Joey the Anime Man. Have you seen the new One Piece? Oh, pained YouTuber guy face. The new live action One Piece doesn't hit.
Shit like that. Yeah, because there was a lot of those videos when Cowboy Bebop came out. Like a lot. Like it was a bit overwhelming, man.
By the way, the Vac Likes Trash Taste arc is fully over now. I'm not watching any of them anymore, and I haven't listened to the show in weeks or months.
Yeah. Also,
I'm not like mad at them. It just doesn't interest me now.
Yeah, that's fair. You had a Trash Taste Fabes, and it stopped. Also, I guess because me and Boingo doesn't care. I guess because me and are you guys talking about the Flash Shadow Prize?
Well, that's gonna give us.
Boingo doesn't care, so I already told him all the spoilers before we started recording. I'll do a no spoiler review tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, I already gave my thoughts in a video, so I don't really have much else to say. I'm glad you liked it, even though we have different opinions on the movie. That's what that's what I like to have in videos, where it's like, I don't agree with you, but I respect this video, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm so excited for my Adventures of Superman. Like, the more and more that comes out about it, the more it looks good, you know?
The sheer fact that they were told every shot Clark is in, he has to look as hot or cute as possible.
That's goated with the sauce, man. And we already confirmed the second season, so we at least have a good chunk of... Yeah, like, I think, like, one of the executives said, like, or something... Let me double check, but, like...
I didn't see that. That's so great. Because I thought they were just dumping this show on Adult Swim because they needed to get it out. And, like, out of the way.
Yeah, well, I think that was, like, the... let me double check the Wikipedia page, because it's a Wikipedia page. Release... Let me just look for a Season 2 on... Yeah, I think it got renewed. Let me double check. Okay, no, the Wikipedia doesn't mention a Season 2, but given with how DC Warner Brothers Animation does, they're kind of their own little separate thing. I wouldn't be surprised if there was already in production. So... Because, like outside of Teen Titans Go, the DC animated things, they kind of just do their own thing and release on Cartoon Network at, like, the dawn of the morning. So, that's what happened to DC Superhero Girls, and that's still got, like, a lot of episodes, so that's probably what the idea was behind the Superman shows, my guess. Yeah. But, like, I have a lot of faith in it, and, like, the fact that Adult Swim is, like, using it like, this is our next big thing, good, you know? Promote that shit. And they're confident in it, you know?
I love just how I've seen that one tweet from a person on the staff just going, like, we just had to make him cute and hot. That was our only requirement for Superman, cute and hot.
Good shit.
Ladies and gay boys need to want to fuck Superman.
And Superman should act as a barometer for how men should act.
Yeah, man. It's just like Invincible feels like so long ago, and I feel like it's been even longer since we've had an all ages animated superhero show. That it's like it feels like this feels like from a bygone era, but it's now, you know. And sorry if I'm like super excited. That party drained me, man. It was not a fun party.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I've been like itching to just talk with the bros.
That's fair.
Yeah, and also just a lot of media stuff has been on my mind since last week, so. Also, wait, you'll talk about it on Twit, never mind. I was gonna ask about your insurance toys, but like I'm like, oh wait, one of those we'll talk about on Twit.
Yeah. Ooh, there's a full Ninja Rider roll call and Rider Kick.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa! Sonic here. Make sure to drink gasoline.
Okay.
Drink your gasoline, kids.
Oh, by the way, when do you guys talk Toku? Did you talk any Ultraman?
No, it was mostly just vibes about geeks and Sentai.
Yeah,
and like the general patterns of discussion there tends to be amongst the Toei shows.
Yeah. I'm just like Blazer's been on my mind because it's so soon, and like also announcements of the show came out, and I'm like, yes, we're back, baby. Decker was good, but like we're even
John
than
Botchman is coming in. He's gonna save everybody's fucking ass.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh damn! Both 40 episode 40 of Geats and Shinobi are
already
out.
subbed. Already subbed?
Not sub. The Raws are out.
I mean, of course, the Raws come out like the second.
Yeah. But that means by like the time we're done recording a podcast, the subs are usually out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hey, interesting question.
Yeah.
Boingo, are you gonna watch Ultraman Blazer?
When does it come out?
A couple weeks.
July 7th.
Hey, guess what? Announcing right here, right now.
Blazing Fruit Blazer coming soon to @BoingoWriter on YouTube.
No, not on YouTube. I'm doing that on Patreon. Let's do it on Patreon.
Oh.
Let's test out Patreon's new video feature. Go follow. I'll figure out how to do it. It may not be monetized. You may
Now,
just be able to.
question: dub or sub?
I will watch the sub because I think my brain won't like the mouths moving in.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're not gonna watch Johnny Young Bosch yell. That's
the one thing making me go like maybe no, because Johnny Young Bosch is good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly wasn't like
he's one of the few good dub actors left.
I mean, like there's more coming. There's more. It's usually direction that I feel like is the problem with actors, not like it's like dub direction you need, because like those guys, like usually the actors Vac complains about are pretty good in video games. So
yeah.
I
just think Funimation just has people who are
Funimation and Crunchyroll. Yeah.
Crunchyroll is the devil.
I mean, they bought everyone up, so
Toei is the Antichrist.
I mean, like not wrong, man, not wrong.
Bandai is AIDS.
This feels like a children's educational show gone wrong.
Mattel is Ebola.
Yeah, Spin Master is mid.
Isn't relevant.
No, I mean Spin Master is the DC license.
No, for isn't relevant. Spin Master is Ebola. Mattel is COVID.
Yeah. See, that Superman toy I bought? I just wanted a nice, basic Superman figure, and it's mid.
Oh yeah, that's Spin Master for you.
Yeah, and it's like the joints are super stiff, and like the face.
They literally make basic landfill crap for babies.
I mean, like the thing is, I like Hasbro's basic line, so I'm like, why doesn't this one hit? I don't
know. Go get a McFarlane superpowers. I
don't want McFarlane toys, man.
What's your problem with Todd?
I don't know.
I think your negativity about certain Toddisms has just infected Buster.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say that.
See, but like I acknowledge that Todd can do good things.
Okay. Fair.
Also, Todd to me is also inextricably linked to Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's what got the whole 6-inch super articulated Renaissance Todd is in now started, is getting the Mortal Kombat license, and then that Spawn figure selling crazy good. So he went like, oh, okay, what else could I do? And I think there was somebody working for him that even talked him into putting articulation in on those. Because, Todd's all about the sculpt. He doesn't want the sculpt to get broken up.
I'm just looking at what Warner Brothers is animating in the future, because I saw they were involved with My Adventures of Superman. Of course,
they got two things.
Oh no, they have that freaking stupid Tiny Toons ass Luniversity that also got leaked when the Clone High reboot got leaked, and yeah, that didn't look great.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Batman the Cape Crusader.
I can't wait. I can't wait for actual hardcore porn of Bruce Wayne and Barbara Gordon.
I would love to see your faces when that just doesn't happen.
I'm not even worried about the that's one problem. It's just, what was the last thing freaking not Todd, Bruce Timm wrote? Batman and Harley Quinn. That was just unfunny, man. It was just
I mean, he didn't write a lot of it, but he was an executive producer on Green Lantern, the animated series, and that was pretty good.
Yeah, but that was I consider that when he was he was restrained by Cartoon Network laws back then.
Oh yeah, and they're specifically advertising this as there's no rules.
Yeah, so that's a bit concerning. I mean, maybe there's a reason it went to Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Actually, there was a reason. Warner Brothers didn't want it for some reason.
Oh, I wonder why.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they want this cartoon that has no rules?
Yeah. I mean, that wasn't that reason. It was because they were
I know. I'm just fucking around.
yeah, and finding out.
This is modular components. We don't find anything out except for where people can find you out there on the internet.
Where are we ending?
Yeah, we're 2 hours in now.
Okay, I am Buster Corp. I do videos on the internet. I don't know what's my current video out, but I did a pretty cool Flash video. I hated the movie, but if you want to see me tear into it, watch that episode.
Woo! Boingo.
Also, I forgot to plug my Twitter. BusterBoy3.
Okay. Boingo.
Hi, I'm Boingo. I do a variety of content on the internet. Currently on a mild hiatus for Twitch, but you can always see me on YouTube every single week as I review Kamen Rider Geats and King-Ohger as shorts. King-Ohger as shorts, Geats as full videos. And you can also follow me on social media platforms at Boingo_writer at Twitter, TikTok, and the Instagram. And you can also follow me on the Tumblr, or you can follow me on Tumblr and join my Discord server. You can do both. Link is in the description.
Neat. I'm the Vacuuminator. I make YouTube videos. They're things I'm proud of. They're on YouTube at the Vacuuminator. How about that? I've also got a TikTok where you can see clips of those. That's at the _Vacuuminator. And I've got an Instagram that's at the _Vacuuminator, and I post toy photography there. And all that gets collated on my Twitter and my Tumblr, which is thevacuuminator.tumblr.com and at thevacuuminator, respectively. So go check out all those things. Also, do all the YouTube things for this podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell in order to enable notifications. Follow Modular Media on the social media. All the links for that are down in the video description. They'll help you keep up with us and what we're doing. Get back here for all the other crazy shows and shenanigans we get up to. And yeah, that's it. That's components. I want to go watch wrestling. So have a good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.